I'm here with Colin Sinclair McDermott, also known as the online print coach. Good morning, Colin. How are you?
Wonderful, Jack. How's things with you?
Yeah, very well indeed. Very well indeed. I'm delighted you joined us. We're talking about the print show, the sign show, coming up in a few weeks. And the BSGA is going to be there in force, and lots of our members and partners are also going to be there. So we're talking to some of those to find out a little bit more about what they're doing at the show and why our members should come along and go see you. So perhaps you could start off, just tell us a little bit about you and what the online print coach, or perhaps print mastermind, tell us about what you do.
Yeah, so I am a business coach for the printing industry. I come from a print background myself, so over the last 5 years I've been working with now in the hundreds of businesses all over the world, but predominantly here in the UK and Ireland. And I work with people across the print space, signage, garment decoration, and I do one-to-one coaching, and also, as you alluded to there, we have Print Mastermind, which is an online training platform and community for business owners and kind of key people of influence within the business to get together with like-minded individuals to share ideas. We run weekly calls in there, and we offer training, and really it's a great community to. I think I've kind of mentioned this quite a few times, that it's unusual to find a community where effectively you're bringing competitors together, and it's working tremendously well. You've obviously been involved in many of the calls, and it's I'm sure you kind of support what I'm saying here, but everyone's got a willingness to help and each other and to share ideas, and ultimately we're all going through the same challenges, and it's just nice to know you're not alone sometimes.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's an extraordinary group. I mean, they really do get on well. Companies that do exactly the same thing but work very well and support each other all the way through. And it's the nature of our industry a little bit. I think it works.
Yeah, absolutely.
It works really well. I mean, I think with the print mastermind concept, obviously, if you're coaching, there's only one of you, and there's only so many hours in a week. So it's a fantastic idea to extend the reach that you can do and the service that you can offer to more people.
Yeah, that was the biggest challenge, because it is quite niche what I do, and there's not many. Obviously, there's lots of business coaches out there in the world, but there's very few that focus primarily in our industry, and I've been very fortunate to have been kept pretty busy since I started the business back 5 years ago. So one of my biggest frustrations was that I hit that glass ceiling very, very quickly, and I wanted to help more people. So Print Mastermind gave me the platform to do that, and really there's no limit to how many folk we can help within the industry, within that community as well. So yeah, it's that was kind of the main reasons for kind of starting that in the first place.
But the more the merrier in there, and it's not just print only companies, there's a lot of sign companies in there as well. So
yeah,
it's certainly something that members should be perhaps taking a look at. We'll put some links and what have you on this as well. So they can take a look. Now, we're talking really about the print show, the sign show, the sort of 2-in-1 this time round. And you've been to a few shows over the last few years. What is it your main objective of being at the shows? What are you trying to achieve there?
So yeah, this will be my 4th year at the show now, and it's been interesting because my perception of it has changed. I think in the early days, like many businesses, we all want sales, and you kind of set these ambitious targets about what you want to get from that show. But as time's gone on, my perception's definitely changed, and for me, it's just a great opportunity to get out and meet people. Obviously, being an online business coach, a lot of my work is done in front of the laptop like this. So it's a great opportunity for me just to get out and meet people in the flesh, and really just have those real conversations that you're limited to kind of do online as well. So yeah, this year there's no expectations. We always pick up new business. Kind of that goes without saying, but really the highlight for me is just getting together with all of our members. It's a great way, I think at one point at Signing Digital this year, I turned around in one of the days and I think we had something like 17 members on the stand, all at the one time, just kind of catching up. And of course, what that does is it goes on, because the weekly online calls that we have are a lot stronger now, because these relationships have been strengthened and they've met each other in person. So for me, that's probably one of the biggest things. But again, the opportunity there's a lot of people have been watching a lot of my content throughout the year, and they've maybe been sitting on the sidelines, kind of watching what's going on, and quite often events like the print show is a great way just for them to kind of finally come forward and say, I've been watching your content, I've been listening to the podcast, I'm keen to see how you can help my business and have those conversations. So it's a kind of double-edged sword, but really it's just to be out there and networking for me. And it's a wonderful place to do that.
It's interesting seeing how it's developed. I mean, the first year that I sort of got to know you, I wanted to come and meet you and have a chat. And I think it was where you had a sofa on the stand, a sofa and a comfy chair. Every time I came past to see you, were deep in conversation with somebody.
Yeah.
And that was pretty much throughout the show. Whereas now you kind of evolved it, and a lot of the members are coming and sort of almost being manning the stand for you in a sense. And you're having almost more conversations by that way.
Yeah, we'll still have the sofa. I think the sofa's a kind of prime piece of furniture within the stand space this year. I've had to go bigger this year actually, and that's the thing. It's evolved. Like I started off with a 3x3 metre stand, and we've evolved. We're now up to a 5x5 metre stand, so we've got 25 square metres. So the sofa will still have prime position, but yeah, like you say, the members are wonderful at coming on and giving up some of their time, because it's all very well. People can come and talk to me and I can talk about all the benefits, but I don't think anything speaks more volumes than actually speaking to the people that are going through the experience and finding out how kind of they've benefited from either the one-to-one coaching or through Print Masterminds. So they're the kind of true advocates of the brand, and it's a way to come and meet the other members as well.
Okay, so if somebody that perhaps doesn't know you, doesn't see you on LinkedIn, which would be surprising, but would like to come and learn more, presumably you very much welcome new people. But what are sort of maybe the one or two key benefits that people are going to get from coming and having a chat with you and perhaps getting involved in the mastermind or even in coaching?
Yeah, I think one thing I would say is I'm very fortunate. So just now, between the one-to-one coaching and the mastermind members, we're sitting around about 75 clients I'm working with just now. And what that does is it allows me to, because I'm working with so many businesses, I get to see what's working and what's not working in their business. So the benefit to new people coming in is that I can quickly identify where the quick wins are within the business, and I can help them get to where they want to be a little bit quicker. And again, there's the accountability, not just from having a one-to-one coach, but also within the community. Like we have monthly goal setting sessions and things like this. So there's the accountability of not just me, but the other members within the community as well when you join something like that. They're probably the big things. I mean, a lot of businesses I first come across are just lacking a bit of structure, or they just need someone to kind of point them in the right direction. And what I try to do is kind of give people a bit of a blueprint to follow to help them. And everyone's got different goals, but ultimately we've got a kind of loose structure there that can be tweaked and adapted to suit any business really within the industry.
And particularly sign makers, they're all shapes and sizes. Could be a one-man band installer or a large company with lots of people and lots of equipment. Is there a particular size or type of person that you would be looking for that would really benefit particularly?
No, not at all. I mean, it's worth pointing out here, kind of like my background is in litho and digital printing, so the signage wasn't something that I initially thought I was going to get involved in, but as you know, there's a hell of a lot of crossover there, and actually many businesses are blending between two or three kind of different aspects of the industry now. So what I quickly realised was that there is a lot of kind of similarities between that, and obviously over the last 4 or 5 years now, I've been working with a vast number of signage companies. I mean, we've got kind of 2 and 3 person signage operations on boards, right up to like you've got the likes of Market CIM Display, who runs a vast operation there. So yeah, there's no limits or whatever to who can be involved and who can benefit. I think companies of all shapes and sizes will take something away, and it's my job to make sure that if they are involved in the community, they are leaving with something. So yeah, it's there's no limits or no boundaries.
All shapes and sizes, fantastic. So you work with quite a few of the trade associations, and particularly we're talking here about the BSGA, who are probably the main one for the sign show. What is your thing? What is your sort of philosophy here in terms of working with associations? How does that benefit you, and how do you benefit them, I guess, and their members?
I think for me, kind of, I'm hopefully bringing a knowledge into the association. As I said, I come from a print background. I've ran my own print-related business, and I didn't always get it right. I made a lot of mistakes along the way as well. So not only do I bring experience in having results and wins, and I had a lot of success in my company, but I made a lot of mistakes as well. And I think that's a knowledge that not everyone, there's definitely experiences I've gone through that I can pass on to other people. Like, my print business back in the day, like, as I said, like, we had successes. I kind of franchised. We had 12 locations around the UK at one time. But I also lost a business back in 2008 as well. And with that came a lot of experience. So coming into an association like the BSGA, I can share that knowledge. I can show people where I went wrong so that they don't have to.
Well, I think the Online Print Coach, your stand, is a must visit for anyone going to the show next month. I certainly will be, because it's always a lot of fun. But it's just to talk to you, but also to all the people around that are part of the group, part of the service. You can learn so much. So thank you very much. Look forward to seeing you next month.
And by all means, anyone is watching this, come along, have a seat on the big sofa. And again, come along and talk to the other members of the community as well, because they can give you real life examples and experiences of how they benefited as well.